This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Best Bets for Pets. I'm your show host, Michelle Fern, and we have an amazingly different show today. We're actually on location, and we are in Orlando, and we're going to talk about a very special hotel where you can take your dog and have fun, too. We'll be right back.
Take a bite out of your competition. Advertise your business with an ad in Pet Life Radio podcasts and radio shows. There is no other pet-related media that is as large and reaches more pet parents and pet lovers than Pet Life Radio. With over 7 million monthly listeners, Pet Life Radio podcasts are available on all major podcast platforms, and our live radio stream goes out to over 250 million subscribers on iHeartRadio, Odyssey, TuneIn, Stitcher, and other streaming apps. For more information on how you can advertise on the #1 pet podcast and radio network, visit PetLifeRadio.com/advertise today.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I am in Orlando, Florida with Marcie Johnson. She is the Director of Group Sales at Holiday Inn & Suites across from Universal Orlando. You know Orlando, it's home of all parks. I mean, there's so many parks here. And with Marcie is your Maltese, gorgeous cutie. What's his name?
His name is Olaf, which is ironic.
Olaf?
Because it's a Disney name, but we're across from Universal, but he is small, white, and he loves warm hugs, so we thought it was appropriate.
He's adorable. So it's so nice to have you on Best Bets, Marcie, and this is a gorgeous hotel. So, Walt, the reason we're here, Best Bets for Pets on Pet Life Radio, has to be about pets. You are a pet-friendly hotel. So what does that mean?
We are pet-friendly, and the Holiday Inn & Suites Universal, we understand that pets are an important part of people's family, and more than ever, they're bringing them on their vacations. So we recognize that, and we are now allowing pets, and it's really fun because both the guests and the employees get to enjoy pets coming to the hotel.
Campy pets. Is this special for this hotel, or is this something that all, Holiday Inn & Suites are doing?
Not all Holiday Inn & Suites allow pets. We are one of the, I'm not sure if it's a few, but we are one of the ones that do allow the hotels for the Holiday Inn & Suite brand that do allow pets. And it's really up to each individual hotel. This particular area there's a demand for it. And we have so many rooms. We have almost 400 rooms, so we have that opportunity to assign certain rooms to be pet friendly.
You know what? That brings up a good point that you assign certain rooms, because there are people that have allergies and some are more sensitive than others. Just like, I know you're 100% smoke-free, but that was a thing back then before most hotels became 100% smoke-free, that some rooms, were smoking, non-smoking. So it's a good idea that some are pets and non-pet. Is that what you had in mind when you did that?
Yes, that's exactly it. We want to try to please everyone in our hotel, and we do recognize that some people have allergies. So we do assign a certain amount of pet rooms, and those rooms are located in an area that's easy access to go in and out of the hotel as well.
That makes sense for bathroom responsibilities. Okay, so let's talk before we get into locations. What about taking your dog out? Do you have like little doggy bags someplace or locations in the hotel where dogs can go, or where you designate guests to go with their pooch so they can do their business?
We do have a certain location. We do have little doggy bags at the front desk if they do need them. Outside, we have what you call Bark Alley, and we kind of designed it just for pets. It's real cute. The motif is really pet. There's little areas where they can play, and there's area. It's more than just flat area for dogs. There's actually play area items on that park as well. So it's kind of fun.
Well, we'll talk more about the doggy park after, but I saw it and it's adorable. It is just adorable. Yes. Okay, let's talk more about the hotel and pets and whatever. What about, are there any restrictions? Is there like a size, weight limit? Are there certain breeds that you advise, that people just can't bring for certain reasons? Tell us about that. For what you can have, what pet you can have in your room?
Sure. We actually allow both cats and dogs. We allow 2 pets per room, and it's up to 65 pounds. And there's no restrictions on breeds.
That's good to hear, because there's a lot of schools of thought, and most of the people, I think, that are, pet parents and really passionate about their pets believe, and I kind of believe this, there's no bad breed. There are bad pet parents, or those that are not even parents. They're kind of like what we call owners, which is kind of a taboo these days. And 65 pounds sounds good. I mean, it's hard to travel with a dog larger than that. You don't want to bring your Irish wolfhound with you on vacation. They're as big as a little horse. So, right? I mean, where are you going to put them? Even if you have an RV, right? They would take up like half of it.
For sure. I think the bed, they would need their own bed too.
Oh, yes, exactly. Their own bed, How would you do that? Okay, so what else? Is there a pet fee or deposit? Because sometimes things happen. And also, what about, do you provide anything if there's a little accident so the pet parent can kind of clean up a little bit?
Sure. Anytime there's an accident, human or animal, we do provide cleaning products, and we clean up. Normally, we provide it. We clean up everything. But we do provide things. We can provide baggies if there's, dog baggies, if there's an accident in the room. But there is a deposit. It's actually more of like a fee. It's a $100 non-refundable one-time fee for pets.
One time, does that mean for, like, if you're there for that visit? Per visit, non-refundable per visit, or you can't pay and then you're set for life,
Yeah, it's per visit. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. So every time you come, you just have to pay $100. It's not a deposit. It's just like a cleaning fee, because we would have to basically re-shampoo and clean up the room again. But it's just a one-time cleaning fee, and then the next time you come, you would have to pay that as well. It's an additional fee.
Okay, well, that makes sense. And just to clarify, it's per room, not per pet.
It is per room, and it is just a one-time fee to have your pet stay here. Okay. So basically, it's for us to, it provides the staffing and the cleaning fee that we have to actually shampoo the room and clean up the dander and the pet dander for the next guest as well.
Okay, that makes sense. Olaf's taking a little break right now, just of everyone. You can maybe hear him in the background, but he's saying, you know what, I need some running space. Yes. I need a little break or something.
He probably hears people out there too.
Hey, how are you? And is he always so clean?
He has the hair instead of the fur, so he's pretty clean. He doesn't like to get dirty either. He has texture issues. He doesn't like going in crunchy grass, and he only likes to go in certain grasses and doesn't like sand, and he's a big princess, or a prince, I should say, because he's a male.
Little prince, now we know your secrets. Okay, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Hey everyone, Michelle Fern here. Being a pet parent is a huge responsibility. And since we don't talk dog or cat, we have to try our best to understand what's going on. But knowing something's up with their health and not knowing why is one of the biggest challenges of being a pet parent. I remember when Zeus had vestibular old dog disease. This happens in the middle of the night or late at night. And of course, that was a huge expense, going to the midnight vet clinic and all this blood work and all this other stuff. Boy, if I had Fuzzy then. Fuzzy is a telehealth service for pet parents that offers 24/7 access to personalized pet care from veterinary professionals. From everyday questions to middle of the night emergencies, Fuzzy has the answers pet parents need. Through live chat and virtual vet consultations available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Fuzzy can answer your pet questions, big and small, urgent and everyday. Fuzzy can also recommend the exact right products for your pet, all of which are handpicked by their established team of veterinary professionals and available at discounts exclusive to Fuzzy members. From getting your pet's diet just right, to meeting their middle of the night needs, to finally figuring out what makes their breath smell that way, nothing is too big or too small for a Fuzzy call.
Right now, Fuzzy is offering our listeners a free 7-day trial membership. Go to yourfuzzy.com/PetLifeRadio today to sign up. That's a free 7-day trial and access to exclusive member discounts on pet meds, supplements, food, and more at yourfuzzy.com/PetLifeRadio. Again, yourfuzzy.com/PetLifeRadio for your free trial of Fuzzy with access to 24/7 personalized pet care and vet recommended product.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Marcie Johnson, and we're live at the Holiday Inn & Suites Orlando. We're just talking about how the Holiday Inn & Suites across from Universal in Orlando is pet-friendly. So let's talk about restrictions. So it seems to me really flexible that there's no breed restriction. There's up to 65 pounds, which I think most people are, traveling with dogs that are under that. So Marcie, we talked about restrictions and breeds and everything, and I know that there's a part of our listening audience that's going to say, but what about working dogs? What about that? So I'm assuming this is not including working dogs, right?
Well, working dogs we allow, of course, and normally working dogs fit under 65 pounds, so it's not a problem, just because I think anything over would be hard to get in the car. But if it is over 65 pounds, we would have to allow it because it is a working dog.
And are there fees for working dogs?
There is a fee for working dogs. It would be the same fee as our regular pets as well.
All right, thanks. Now, what about if someone, since you're so close to Universal, like walking distance,
Yes.
What are the restrictions? Can you leave your dog in the room the whole day as long as your dog's set? Because some of us, we work, we leave our dogs at home, or are there restrictions with that?
We actually recommend guests to keep their dogs no more than 4 hours in the room alone. Anything over that, the dogs tend to bark and get lonely. So even if they have to make a half day of going to the parks, that's fine too. They can, leave the dog. Sometimes we do hear dogs barking. It's kind of a normal thing here.
Yeah.
As long as it's not causing disruption during the day, it's kind of normal. But if it can even take a break at Universal, come back, let the dog out, give it some exercise, and then go back again. Universal does offer doggy daycare as well if they want to stay all day, so that's an option for them as well.
That's a good idea, too. You could check on your pooch. You cannot be so concerned, and you're walking distance, so that makes it very easy for the pet parent also.
For sure.
We're in Orlando, land of, at least in this end of the country. I think in Orlando there might be more parks, amusement parks, entertainment parks than anywhere else. I think so. There's some in California, where there's some other, Texas, Tennessee, Hollywood, but Orlando is amusement park city, right?
Definitely.
So there are a lot of hotels here, given that. What makes your hotel different than the others? And especially the others that say, oh, yeah, we're pet friendly too.
Well, location is number one. We're across the street. We actually have a little street bridge. I think that's what it's called. It goes over the street right into Universal. So you can park right here at the hotel. So you don't have to park at the Universal and take longer. You can stay right at the hotel. There's no waiting. You can go right to the park from here, which is really, really good. It's like oceanside villas, but instead it's parkside hotel, which is amazing. Our hotel has more rooms. We're not as restrictive with the pet policies, and we offer more rooms as well for people. So we do see pets here quite frequently.
That's great to hear. So, Marcie, there's so many times that, when you're traveling, even when you're not traveling, things happen. Your dog gets sick, you start worrying, and when you're maybe, who knows, hundreds, thousands of miles away from home, you can have a concern about, what do I do? Do you have veterinarians that you recommend? Or what would you do if, a guest called, oh, my dog's not acting right, what do I do?
Well, as employees, we can't take responsibility or, recommend specific vets, but there are virtual pet vets out there, which is pretty amazing. Some are local, some are, farther away, but they can actually connect with the vets and the vets can see the dog and kind of tell them if it's an emergency, take them in, or if it's something small, like a reverse sneeze is what I had at my dog. And we took him to the ER and it was nothing. So that's a really great thing that we can recommend, and that's out there right now for people.
Yes, that's a great service, because these days with technology on your phone, you could, the virtual vet services, the veterinary services that are out there are phenomenal. And yes, that's a great suggestion, because they can even tell you with their vast amount of information if there's something going on and recommend either local, this is the animal hospital to go to, or you know what, it's just nothing, just your pooch is fine, it's a new environment, that's it. That's a great idea. Okay, now, we talked about the different, things that you have as far as for pets. You have the poopy bags and you have beds. And do you have treats at all? Do you sell the treats here just in case, pet parent runs out? Or are there any other special features that you have on the grounds that make your hotel especially pet friendly?
We do have treats. We have little doggy dishes, waters. We also have amazing suites. Like a third of our rooms are actually 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms. So that in itself, each of these suites have living rooms. So it's more of like a house environment. It's not just, the dogs have to hang out on the beds. There's more room for them to walk around and be comfortable with the families. So it's a great feature of the hotel. Suites are always in demand anyway with families, but with dogs, it's even better because there's couches and chairs and living rooms, so they don't have to just be in the rooms all the time with less living room space to run around.
I agree, because give a dog a couch, he wants on it, or she wants on it. Yes. Even cats. I think a percentage of pet parents, including myself, that when I shop, it's with my dog and cats in mind, not me. Even clothes sometimes, do you know how you dress for your dog? Well, your dog doesn't shed. Yeah, I've done that before.
For sure,
right?
For sure. Yeah, clothes, especially black. If you have a white dog that sheds or whatever, yes, you definitely have to think before you
right.
put something on.
People wonder, why do you have so many black clothes? Mr. Z had black hair, and I could always tell when it was shed season. More hair would come off, and that there and this. Do you have any types of groomers available or in the area that you could suggest for pet parents too?
I think they have a list of groomers. There's even mobile groomers. This is Orlando, so Orlando has everything. They have everything you can imagine. So mobile groomers are definitely popular right now. They can come to the hotel and take care of the pet right here.
I know we talked about this a little, but do you think nowadays it's even more important than ever for people that even if they're not traveling, a few hundred miles with their pet or with an RV, airline policies have relaxed, they're allowing pets, but more important than ever to be a pet-friendly hotel?
I think so. Pets more than ever, pets have evolved and their relationship with humans have evolved. And they're so smart. Pets can understand people. They have a connection with their humans. And when they're gone, my pet right now is sad because my daughter's at the front desk. She works front desk. So he's at the door waiting for her. That's why he's whining. He definitely has a connection to her. So I think it's important for people to bring their pets because it's an extension of the family. And they create a lot of comfort to the families. Life right now is so stressful. And we all need our little support pets. So I think it is important for pets to come with their families.
I absolutely agree. And so in closing, where can future guests find more information and maybe photos of your hotel? I know we're going to have some photos posted, but, for people that are maybe listening to this way in advance, maybe several years out or something, I want them to be sure to be able to find photos readily as well of your hotel and just more information.
We have 2 social media pages, so you can actually go on there. Our first one is Instagram at HI Universal Hotel. Our second one is Facebook at Holiday Inn Orlando. You can also go on ihg.com and look up our hotel. It's the Holiday Inn and Suites Universal. We're the only IHG hotel across from Universal. So, yeah, you're welcome to look up that information. If you want to call the hotels, talk to any of our friendly staff, we would be more than happy to give you the information as well.
Well, I want to thank you so much and thank you for hosting us. We actually stayed in the hotel and your staff is amazing. They were absolutely wonderful. And I think if you're coming to Orlando, this is the hotel to be in, even if you aren't taking your pooch, but you just want to feel like in the environment of a pet-friendly area, or place. This is the place to be. Thank you so much, Marcie.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for staying with us.
I hope you all enjoyed this show. It was very special since it was on site, which is something we don't usually do. And, meeting Ola has been so special. We'll have some pictures of him at Pet Life Radio and also at Michelle Fern Pet on Instagram. And we'll have a picture of this adorable Maltese, Ola, on our episode page on PetLifeRadio.com. I hope you all enjoyed this show. And I want to thank Mr. Z, who's in Rainbow Heaven, Doggy Rainbow Heaven, and Nikki, who inspired this episode because, we want to be with our pooches when we're traveling. We can't bear to be away from them. And a special thank you to Marcie and staff at Holiday Inn Suites across from Universal in Orlando, Florida. Thanks to Mark Winter for making me and my guests sound amazing. And thanks to everyone listening. We appreciate you so much. So, hey, keep listening. You never know what we're going to have on Best Bets for Pets.
Let's Talk Pets every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.